Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. As you can see the title of this video, that's what we're going to be talking about today, because I just felt like today I had to talk to you guys about what I experienced. And guys, if y'all want me to do a live, I can do a live. I don't mind doing a live. I'm just a little shy because I don't know why I'm shy, but I can do a live if you guys want me to do a live. So just comment down that below or whatever. Hi, my newbies, and to my existing subscribers, welcome back, fam. As y'all can see, I have Papa John's tonight with my Pepsi. And yeah, guys, oh my gosh, today was just one of those days where I was just like, really? Are you really calling about that?
Hello?
I'ma whoop your motherfucking ass. Whoop your ass.
What's she saying?
The stuff the customers be calling about, to them is just completely normal, and to us, we're just like, seriously, they could have pulled the information up online. They could have like look it up themselves, or like common sense would have told you this is what it is. I just don't like the ones that call for your assistance and then they want to talk over you. Why are you trying to help them? I'd be like, well, goddamn, if you knew all of this, why are you calling me for my help? I just swear, they gave me the dry ass pepper. There's no juice in there. None. Now, what the fuck? So, like, you calling me, you're asking for my help, then you're talking over me, and then you're answering your question. So why are you calling me? Why do you need my assistance? Obviously, you got it. Obviously, you know. You knew this all along. Were you calling to harass me? Oh my gosh. How about the ones that always be calling like, oh, I've been waiting on hold for like an hour. Like, oh my God. I've been waiting on hold for an hour and I don't think it's appropriate. What are you going to do to keep me as a customer? I'm like, what? Am I hurt because you waited for an hour? And now I have to try to save you? Do you know how many other people waited longer than you and you're complaining? Like, what's wrong with you? No. The people that calls in with all this madness that they got going on, you can tell that they ain't never did customer service work the day of their life. So they don't know how irritating it is. And some people do have some type of customer service, or probably did some type of customer service, but forgot how to treat other people when they're calling in. Right. People, right, that calls in with the attitude. How about the customers that be like, oh, I just called and someone was helping me and they hung up on me. I wonder why they hung up on you. They never say what they did wrong to get hung up on, but it's wrong to hang up on a customer. But sometimes when they get out of hand and they get disrespectful, you know, what other choice do you have but to hang up on them? So they get on your line and say, oh, The previous agent I spoke to hung up on me, and I hope you don't do the same. And I'm like, in my head, I hope you don't treat me the way you treated the previous customer, because it just all depends how this call goes. And then I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. No, that would not happen on this end. If we get disconnected, I'll call you back. They love to hear that. Okay, great. Because when you tell them that, and you work for a company that you have to place them on hold sometimes, they're going to trust in you that if you hang up on them, you're going to call them back. So that's why I always say that. But so how about the cocky ones that be like, well, so-and-so got it for this rate. What can you do to save me as a customer? Because I've been with you for so many years. And when you check their history, they only been with you for a year. Well, the cocky ones are always like the tougher ones to deal with, because they want more and more and more. No matter what you offer them, is never enough for them. But I tend to know how to deal with customers like that. So how about the ones that be calling in saying, oh, my neighbor was given this offer. How come I wasn't given that offer? Because you're not your neighbor. Like, people, leave us alone. Stop harassing us. It'll just be the weirdest calls, guys. You never know what you're gonna get on these calls. You never know. You never know if the customer's gonna be normal, irate, intimidating. You never know. And it gets annoying sometimes, to be honest with you, when you're dealing with the cocky ones, because when you work for a company that gives you a hard time to get to a supervisor, it stresses you out even more, because now you got to figure out how to deal with this customer. Like, you got to figure out how to make this customer happy. So it's within your judgment, guys. And how about the ones that's always calling about their bill? Bill. They never know nothing. They always be like, why did this go up? Why did that go up? Oh, I don't know that. No one told me about that. It's like, oh my God, it never ends. And it's so crunchy, guys. How about the ones that's always stating what you're saying? Well, did you just say, because you just said this, and you just said, I know what I said. But that's not what you said before, ma'am. Like, those type of customers, like, I feel like because they're already upset, they're trying to take you down there with them. And if you're a tough one like me, you would not let it get under your skin, because you will always sit there with a smile in your voice while you're talking to them. And it hurts. It really like make the customers upset when they can't get to you the way they want to get to you, because they're upset, so they want you to join them in it. So it could be a bigger problem. So it's just crazy. And like I said, because I've been doing customer service for so long, that these scenarios that I'm talking to you about, it might trigger you. And yes, you have every reason to feel a certain way, because it's just like, why? Why you gotta be like that? You know? Why you gotta do certain things and say certain things, and you know what the answers are, but still you just feel like you need to hear it from somebody else. Like, how about the customers that always want to finish your sentence? Like, you don't know me like that, homie. Don't be trying to finish my sentence with me. You call for my help, right? So let me help you. Don't. Come on now. Man, I just be like, on the other end like this. Like, God. And I look at the time and I'm like, God, please. I need the time to go faster. Like, super fast. Speedy Gonzalez fast. Excuse me. How about the con artist ones that make these things up? They call and make stories up talking about the previous representative made a promise to me that they were going to give me a one-time credit for this and that. So you can't tell them that they're lying. And you're looking at their account. You see nowhere in the notes where they spoke to someone that said that to them. Sometimes they're not lying, but the majority of the time they are. So it's like it's like humans. Like, you know, you give them a credit that one time, they're going to expect it any other time. So they're going to take advantage of it. You get a lot of customers that play with you to see how far they can get with you. The way I look at it is, you want a credit? I'm going to give it to you, because it's not coming out of my pocket. I'm not paying for it. The company is. And if it's there to give, why not give it? What are you arguing about the credit for? Why does it matter that the customer's asking for a credit? The customer will damn deserve it. Like, but it's just funny how like they feel like they can play you and just create all these scenarios and then make you fall for it. And no, You just need to let them know, okay, that's fine, no problem. This would be a one-time credit, and that's it. And you notate the account. But listen, these customers out here, boy, they are a trip. You got some funny ones that come on your line too. That just be so corny, but you have no choice but to laugh at them because you had a long day at work and all your mind is thinking about is logging off. But you get that one sense of humor call that just made your whole day. And, you know, how about those calls when the customer wants to speak to your supervisor, don't want you to help them at all, no matter what you say and what you do. They're yelling at you, asking for a supervisor. What's up with that? I hate calls like that. Don't be yelling at me. You gonna tell me why you need to speak to my supervisor. First of all, that's what you gonna do. You ain't gonna like it. It's okay. It's normal. But you gonna tell me why you need to speak to my supervisor. Like, don't be pulling up on me like that as if I'm supposed to say, yes, master. Yes, master, whatever you say. You know, but I'm sure a lot of people get those calls where that's the first thing the customers like. As soon as you say hello, you say you agree, and they're like, may I speak to your supervisor or your manager? Because it's nothing against you, but I just want to speak to them about what's going on with me. So with calls like that, I would tell you, but you have to join my Patreon in order to figure out how to answer calls like that.
Oh my God, it's not funny.
But yeah, like calls like that, you shouldn't let it get to you. And you're gonna get customers that just dials any number. They don't listen to the automated system and the prompts correctly. And they get to your department and they don't need your department, but they beat you mad. They act like you're the reason why they got to the wrong department. No, if you would have listened to the IVR, what the IVR was telling you from the jump, then you wouldn't come to my department where I can't even help you. And then they want to blame, and then the customers, they want to sit here and blame the automated system that it's messed up, it's not working, or, okay, why are you worried about if the automated system is not working? Like, but it's good. Like some of them, when they do tell me that, I do update my supervisor to let them know, look, a customer just said that the automated system ain't working, or whatever the case may be, they could be complaining about. I do bring it up to my supervisor's attention because you never know. They probably don't know. I mean, we wouldn't be calling ourselves. Why would we be calling ourselves? You know what I'm saying? So how would we know if someone doesn't let us know? So calls like that, I actually take action with and reach out to a supervisor to let them know. What's another call when you have a customer that's been, I guess, whatever situation that they go through, because you know customers, they are very dramatic. They are compulsive liars. They love to make up things, make believe stuff to make you believe them and make you feel sorry for them. And they're telling you like, oh, technical support transfer me over here saying that you can help me. Okay, but we're not in the right department. So, it's just crazy how some of these customers just be playing us. They be playing us for fools. Like, it's not like we are fools because we know, like, you can tell when someone's telling the truth, and you can tell when someone's trying to play you. It's easy. It's easy. Also, um, how about the ones that calls in? Huh. It's a lot of them. It's funny because I should have wrote them down. Um, Calling in crying. What are you crying for? Like, excuse me. What are you crying for? Those calls just make me feel uneasy. Like, like, finish crying before you call. Like, don't be don't be crying while calling customer service. What we finna do? What we finna do? Like, hand you a tissue? Like, what can we possibly do when we're over the phone with you? Just listen to you cry and complain? Nah. Mm-mm. Like I told you, go ahead and join my Patreon because I will tell you how to handle and deal with calls like that. What's another one? Oh, how about when they want you to call them back if you have any cancellations, or when their promotion ends, or um or they want you to send them a notification like an email or something. Like, why you just can't call on the date that you're supposed to be calling? Why do we have to call you? Okay. And okay, how about the calls where oh man. It was just so much flowing in my head, guys. But these customers, boy, they be, oh my God, be the best actors ever. And I'm not gonna lie, they're really good at what they do. Cause you could easily believe one of them, unless if you've been in this game for a very long time. Cause it's like I think they all amongst themselves send a memo to each other to be like, well, this is what I did with the other previous customer service rep, and they did this for me. See if you can do it, and they'll work it out with you. I just be like, oh my God, you tried it. You tried it, but it didn't work. How about the customers, like, when you're done helping them, you end up getting the same customer back. And then when they realize that they spoke to you already, they hang up. Has that ever happened to y'all? That happened to me like several times. Like, I would get the same customer and they're like, didn't I just speak to you? Yeah, you did. Is everything okay? Like, oh yeah, everything's okay. Yeah. And they hang up. So obviously you're looking for something. So everything is not okay because why are you calling back? It's crazy. And wait a minute. What's the other calls that they be? Oh, I despise calls like these because I'm just like, what's wrong with you guys? How about when a customer's like, oh, are you in the United States? You're not in another country, are you? I'm like, no. Like, oh, thank God. Like, okay, how may I help you? That's when my voice gets like really louder and I get aggravated because, first of all, it shouldn't matter. And I get it. It's a language barrier, and a lot of people don't like to deal with people that have a huge accent, but be respectful because our own people, our own Americans, don't like to work. So if these people out the country have the opportunity to work, let them. Do not judge them because they speak another language and you can't understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's not their fault you don't understand them. Like me, to be honest with you, when I get a foreigner over the phone, I make it my business to try to understand them. And it's easier for me because my parents are from an island and they have an accent too. But I get it. It's sometimes it's aggravating because you feel like the person doesn't understand what you're saying and where you're coming from. At this point, I get it, why you would hang up. But when you get to another person that is obviously speaking the same language as you, that does not have a language barrier or an accent, do not, there's no need to be asking dumb questions like, are you in the United, are you located in the United States? Obviously, because I'm not talking to you with an accent. Obviously, I am in the United States of America. I just don't like calls like that. Those calls there offend me. Period. I get very offended, even though they not coming at me like that. But I just feel like we all deserve a chance. We're all equal. We're all the same. We're all one. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, miss me with the bull. Um, what's another one? Um, when they just be wanting to talk, you have a customer like, "Hi, my name is. What's your name?" And they're so focused on your name, on what your name is all about. Like, why does my name matter to you so much? Wait, wait a minute. Can you repeat that again? What did you say your name was? But why? I just be wanting to say, but why? Why does it matter? Oh, that's such a pretty name. And I'm like, hello, in my head. Can we just get to the point? Like, could I finish my script? You know? But I will tell you how I handle calls like these, but I can't. You gotta sign up for my to become a Patreon, and you'll get all the tips and tricks. I'm telling you. Um, and then you get like also customers that just be like so talkative. They would not let you get not even one single word in. And they just want to talk and talk and talk. You done said goodbye to them long time ago, but they still talking. They still talking. How about, ooh, I hate calls like these. It gets under my skin. Oh my God. How about when you get a couple on your call? Wife and husband. You get me? Talking to you all at the same flipping time. Asking you a million questions all at once. And you have to sit there and finish hearing those two couples argue, fuss. Ugh. I despise calls like that. I'm like, oh my God, like, You know what I do? I'll tell you on my Patreon page, okay? I'll tell you how to deal with calls like that. Because, guys, you will run into calls like that. You know, us women, we're very like, um, we're like boss when it comes to bills because men are not good when it comes to like figuring out why, you know, stuff are adding on the bills or whatever. So when the women call and their husband is on the line, guess who be having your back? Because sometimes us women, we're aggressive with whoever we're on the phone with. The the husband has our back. The husband is like, well, watch how you're talking to her. You're very aggressive. She's not the reason. We have to figure this out on why it's so high. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny. But I just despise calls like that. I want to be speaking to one person and one person only. And that's it. That's where I'm at. But like I said, I can show you and I can tell you how to go about dealing with calls like those. It can get very frustrating, sometimes intimidating. It can. It can. So, look guys, I was frying food the other day and man, look like I got chicken pox, huh? I got burned so bad. The damn oil done popped on my skin and it just hit all over and then the side of my face too, but my face ain't messed up, thank God. So, what's the other one? I said that already. When they call in and want to speak to a supervisor only. Or sometimes when they're calling and they want to know where they're calling from, like where you're located at. They want to know your business. You know? Some companies don't allow you to let them know where you're calling from. I'm at to let the customers know where you're located, depending on what company you work for. Because I worked for certain companies that were like that. They were like, just give them the headquarters address, like state. So, how about, oh, I had this today. I was like, ugh. It didn't really, it did irk with my nerves a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Lady gets on the phone. I'm done with my greeting. She's like, I said, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking with? She's like, whatever her name was, I forgot. And then she starts telling me exactly what I was about to ask her. Like, let me get to the page first, and then you give me your PIN number so I could verify you. And then you give me the name and the address or whatever. No, she just kept going and going. I said, you know what, I'm going to let her do her thing. Because when I get to that PIN option to where I need to authenticate her account, I'm going to ask her for the PIN number again. So I'm going to just let her do her thing. So when she was done, I think she was being sarcastic. She's like, I was like, okay, thank you for all of that information. May I have your PIN number, please? After she done said it already. And she's like, that. I'm like, thank you. And how may I help you? Listen, let me ask you those questions first before you keep going on. I get it. Obviously, you've been calling here so many times because you know what to say. But just wait until we ask you for it. Okay? Miss Attitude. What's the other one? Like, guys, I be smooth selling with these calls. Let me tell you, none of these calls get under my skin. Because by the end of the day, it's the same thing, different day. And I just be like, I laugh at them because it's like, why do you feel like you need to be this way in order to get some assistance? And you wonder why people hang up on you. You wonder why people place you on hold forever and never come back on the phone to help you because they're waiting until you hang up. You wonder why. Don't do it. If you're a customer and you're one of those people, don't do it, because you're going to be one of those people that is going to be on hold forever and nobody's going to come and rescue you. Okay. I'm just saying, like, it's not even worth it. I feel like I'm missing some. Like, I think I'm getting close to where how about the customers when they be like, yeah, okay, is it okay if I put my husband on the phone? Sure, okay. As if you wasn't understanding what I was saying before. Okay, put him on the phone. I don't like that, because you know why? Because I have to sit there and repeat myself over again. After I done gave you the whole spiel, now I have to say it to your husband, like, spare me my voice and tell him basically everything that I just said to you, instead of me having to repeat myself. I hate those calls. I just despise them, because it's just like, I could have been helping another customer while I'm sitting here repeating myself more than one time. So, what's another one? I think that's about it, y'all. I think that's about basically what customers call in with those type of weird questions, just weirdness. That's basically what we have to go through in call centers, guys. It's not easy being us. It's really not. Sitting for those 8 hours, having to deal with adults that sit there and pout and act like toddlers. It's not easy. It's not. I get it, you know. Money don't grow off of excuse me, money does not grow off of trees. But then again, these customers don't understand that we're not the reason why their bills is what it is. It's because they're not paying their bills on time, or they're not paying at all. But to each his own. And yeah, I think I done covered everything. Yeah, I done basically covered everything. How about the ones, here's one more, right? When a customer calls and they ask you a question, how about the ones that want you to answer them right away or give them the answer right away? And they start being like very sarcastic and be like, how long you been working? How long have you been working there for? And you don't know that answer? What? When somebody approaches you and say that, guys, you want to know how to answer that? Check me out on my Patreon page. Sign up. You're going to have the guides and the tools on how to answer and deal with these customers. Do not let these customers intimidate you at all, because by the end of the day, our job should be easy. Our job should be smooth selling. You know why? Because we're home in the comfort of our homes. We're wearing pajamas or whatever we're looking like. We're not face to face with these customers. They can't see us at all. They don't know what we look like. The only thing that could be stressful is us actually sitting down for a long period of time. But other than that, that should be the only stressful thing about our job. Do not let these customers get under your skin. You let them get under your skin, you're letting them win. You don't want to let them win. You want to win. Because by the end of the day, this is all on you. This is all on you, guys. So, Guys, I cannot finish eating this pizza. Ugh, I'm so stuffed. But I can have some if y'all want. I'll ship y'all some. But like I said before, guys, these calls, like, no job out there is easy work. None. None. So that's how you got to look at it, guys. You're going to always have, humans are difficult to deal with. We're very hard to deal with. You can't ever make us happy. No matter what you do and how you go about it, we would never be happy at all. It's always going to be something that we're going to want and that we're going to have like a need for. So don't take offense to it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just like you. Like, the way I work, I just put myself in those people's shoes. Like, I sit there and be like, how would I want to be treated if I were to call and ask the same question as this customer? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would I want to be treated? So, sometimes you got to think about it like that, and I get it. You feel like I would never call in a company to ask questions or act this way. But, everybody's different. Everybody is just have weird ways of handling stuff. You have people that are more calmer when they get on the phone talking to you, and you just have more dramatic people that don't really know how to express themselves the right way. So people just express themselves the way that they were either taught, the way that they were either taught or are used to. So really, I'm going to give y'all the tips and tricks on my Patreon page, just so you guys can have an idea on how to deal with angry, irate customers. Okay? Because I think that it would be beneficial to you and just people that do customer service work anywhere in this world. You don't have to just be on the phones only. You can be face to face with these people, especially the people that do face to face. I feel bad for them. Oh my God. I don't know how I would react if someone went off on me. Like, I think the hood would have came out of me. Like, the real hood. Like, seriously. That's why I actually take it well over the phone. I do. Because I really want to tell you guys how I react when someone goes off on me. But that would be all on my Patreon page. And yeah, so that's it for tonight, y'all. It is nighttime here, so I'm exhausted. I got to do a little bit cleaning up. I started, and I have to finish because my room is a disaster. All right, y'all. Y'all take care. Love you guys. See y'all next time. Bye. Don't forget, check out that Patreon page, guys. It's going to be very beneficial, and I have so much plans for that. Channel itself. So don't forget to check it out. Love you guys. Bye.
Real hot girl shit.